Which way is...
That bastard.
Piece of cake.
I knew I should have slit his throat.
Seems to be unhealthy. We're good to go.
That's the vault! Everything we want to know about our family is inside. This is it! Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
I still want to look around.
All right, but hurry.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter, Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
You'll spend the rest of your life paying my mother back for what you stole.
Andraste's ass, I will.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started. When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted in an Amel grandchild. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Carver. He was such a little boy. Never had a knee that wasn't scraped or trousers without holes.
He was so young. Never got to be the man he wanted.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The ogre would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Carver. I miss him. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Carver, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
I can't believe Gamlen stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I would never turn against you.
Don't make any hasty promises.
Joke all you want, but you make Gamlen look like the toad he is. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
They might have been all right with the Ferelden thing, but just imagine if they'd known you were an apostate.
You're such a wretch. I was just hoping it would be different this time. Here in Kirkwall. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
We are going to make this our home, Bethany. I promise you.
I hope so, brother. I'm so very tired of running.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City life not agreeing with you?
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlen's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with Dog? Real easy to remember.
Hello fellow gamers, here is Brigand70. I would like to give you my review on the last few quests. First, the good stuff. We did play through 3 quests now, getting into Kirkwall, the way it should be, and Birthright. Slowly the game gets more gripping, which is mainly due to the good writing. When I complained earlier that the relationship between the Hawk siblings was a bit pale, I admit it is getting better. Mother is still grieving over Carver, and it is good that he is not forgotten altogether. I also sense that we have some highly family drama going on that might occur in the coming years, and I bet Uncle Shamlin will play a big part in it. I smell treason and betrayal. The story with Evelyn played well, with a twist at the end. It might be that the former captain of the guard might play a leading role in the future, even if he has been brought to justice right now. But as long as he's not dead, he stays a hating man. I really like how Evelyn develops as a character. Also Varric had a really big entrance to the screen. I'm eager to see more of him, he is just funny. Generally, I like how party members that acquire new skills automatically gets a how and when to use script for the new skill that is played by the artificial intelligence. I saw no need to adjust the AE behavior so far, which is a good thing. Party members really act quite reasonable. That said, I really try to let the combat flow without much pausing, but I find myself using pause quite often. During all fights I watch the tendency for additional mobs to spawn from behind, while Evelyn is tanking the front row and has a taunt on cooldown, which makes things a little messy sometimes. I don't complain here though, I like it a bit more challenging, but it may be an awkward thing for you to watch sometimes. Now for the bad stuff. Really not much to say here. I like the game better now. Although Kirkwall is a graphical improvement from the Wastelands to begin with, it is still not eye-popping, but okay with me. NPCs are standing around statically, like in Disneyland, waiting for us to come by, so they can say their lines of dialogue. Overall, the world does not feel vibrant. The city should hum with activity and be a buzzing place, but it is just a stage of stationary actors. No dogs, no cats, no playing kids, no wandering around people. The conclusion. I like the game much better now. Story is beginning to interest me. I do not need exceptional graphics, as the story presented to me delivers. I think it might do so.